Welcome to the darker side of reality. Tonight, I'll reveal facts that are so unsettling, so chilling, that once you hear them, you'll never forget them. These are not ghost stories or horror movies. These are real, terrifying facts about our world and beyond. Are you ready? Let's begin. Over 80% of the ocean is still unexplored. That's right. We know more about outer space than the depths of our own planet. Down there in the crushing darkness, strange creatures with giant teeth and glowing bodies roam. Scientists believe entire ecosystems exist miles below, where humans have never been. If monsters were real, the ocean would be the perfect place for them to hide. When your heart stops beating, it doesn't mean your brain shuts off instantly. Research shows the brain can stay active for up to 7 minutes after death. In other words, you could be fully aware as you realize you're dying, trapped in your own body, unable to scream. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night. You open your eyes, but you can't move, can't scream, can't breathe properly. And then you see it. A dark figure standing at the foot of your bed, watching you. This is not a nightmare. This is sleep paralysis, a condition millions of people around the world suffer from. And the terrifying part? Many report seeing the same shadowy beings, almost as if they're real. Climbing Mount Everest is dangerous. But what most people don't know is this. The mountain is littered with the frozen bodies of those who never made it back. Over 200 corpses remain on the icy slopes, preserved by the cold. Some are so famous, they even have nicknames like Green Boots, a climber whose body has been used as a landmark for others making the climb. You've probably heard the myth that we swallow 8 spiders a year in our sleep. That's not true. But here's the scary part. Studies do show that spiders often crawl on us while we're sleeping. You may have already had one walk across your face, your hands, maybe even your mouth, without ever knowing. Space is terrifying. It's not just the darkness or the cold, it's the silence. If you were outside a spaceship without protection and something went wrong, you could scream as loud as you want, but no one would ever hear you. In the vacuum of space, sound doesn't exist. You would die in absolute silence, floating forever among the stars. In the rainforest, there's a real-life parasite straight out of a horror movie. It's a fungus called Ophiocordyceps. It infects insects like ants, takes control of their brains, and forces them to climb high up before killing them. Then, the fungus bursts out of their heads to spread its spores. Imagine if this parasite ever evolved to infect humans. Every year, thousands of people vanish without explanation. Some leave their homes in broad daylight and are never seen again. No evidence, no body, no answers. Even stranger, many disappear in places like forests or national parks, where people report hearing strange voices, seeing lights, or feeling like they were being watched right before vanishing. Where do they go? Nobody knows. Right now, your phone could be spying on you. Many apps secretly access your microphone, your camera, and even track your exact location, even when you're not using them. Have you ever just talked about something and then suddenly an ad for it shows up on your screen? That's not a coincidence. It's surveillance. In your pocket. Scientists predict the universe itself will eventually die. Billions of years from now, every star will burn out. Galaxies will go dark. Black holes will collapse. And then, nothing. Eternal, infinite silence and emptiness. The universe will become a cold, endless graveyard with no life, no warmth, no light, forever. Here's one last fact to haunt you. The last sense to fade when you die is hearing. Even if you can't see or speak, you may still hear everything around you in your final moments. The crying, the whispers, the silence. Imagine lying there, unable to respond, knowing it's the end. Can you hear me? And that concludes tonight's list of scary facts you wish you never knew. Which one terrified you the most? Was it the brain staying alive after death? The zombie fungus? Or maybe the thought of what's hiding in the ocean? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, sometimes the scariest things are not in horror movies. They're real. Sweet dreams.